What is up? Welcome to the Next Guy Up podcast. I got my boy Tins with me here today.
I'm here.
He is here. In fact, we've got a fun episode for you. We are kind of catching up on some stuff. We are going to do some press releases. We got a lot of TV happening right now. We're getting into the months where we got some exciting. I feel like we had a long winter, and we're coming into some fun content in TV and movies. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit. We have NFL free agency. Tim said earlier it's like Christmas Eve to him.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of free agency, seeing where all these guys end up going, how some teams are going to go all in and attack their Super Bowl window. So it's fun to, and then it's for fantasy football. You got to pay attention to where these guys end up. So if you want to draft them or not for your fantasy team, or if you're like me and you play a lot of dynasty leagues, you got to get rid of some guys because now they're on rival teams. Like, when Christian Kirk gets traded to the Texans, he can't be on my teams anymore. I got to get rid of him.
That's true. You don't have to root for him now.
No, he's dead to me.
Dead to
if
you.
If he would have went somewhere else, that's fine. I'd kept him on the team, but now that he's a Texan, that doesn't work.
That is a tough break for your boy.
Shout out. Sorry, Christian, but you're going to get traded for a 5th round pick.
Yeah, it's not great. We also have another holiday upon us. 1 week from today, when we're recording, Selection Sunday.
Yes, that is a real holiday.
March Madness is 1 week away. We have conference championships happening this week. So we have a lot of sports going on right now.
I know, yeah.
Not a lot of actual football, but a lot of things happening.
Football, the NFL is kind of taken over to where they are a year-round entity. It's always something in the news, like free agency is going to happen for the next 2 weeks. Then there'll be a little bit of a break, and then NFL draft will be here. And then there'll be a little bit of a break, and then there'll be OTAs and training camps, and we'll be right back at it.
That's it. It's coming up. That's some exciting stuff. So we have a lot of stuff cooking right now,
On top of March Madness, just the most fun I don't know how long it is. I think it's like 5 weeks total.
Something like
that. And then if you're an NBA and NHL fan, if you got some crazy futures, playoffs are this summer too.
Unless you have Dallas Mavericks futures, and then
you're cooked.
You're
all the way cooked.
Yeah.
Poor Dallas Mavericks fans. Their GM said, we're trying to win now. We have a win now window, so we're going to trade for Anthony Davis, who got hurt in his second game as a Mav, and then Kyrie tore his ACL.
And Luka,
their window shut.
Luka's looking awesome with the Lakers, and the Lakers are looking like a competitor, like someone who can push for a title this year.
Yeah, their odds shot up. The Warriors' odds have shot up really high too. So it's just poor old Mavs fans.
I think I'm
not for the Mavs.
I'm gonna get ahead of this one. LeBron couldn't do it by himself.
Oh, okay. Right.
If they win this year, I'm just gonna put that on the record right now.
Okay. At 40, he couldn't do it by himself.
Put an asterisk next to it. Yeah, had to have Luka.
There's so many players that have done it by themselves.
Look, I'm just getting ahead of it. I know where the conversation is going to come up.
Right.
If he wins it, it's going to be like, oh, we won his championship at 40. And I'm going to be like, nope, Luka won a championship. LeBron was just right behind him,
Was just there.
LeBron on his back.
Yeah. Well, LeBron's about to miss the next 2 weeks. He got an injury last night.
Oh. So he got his $50K.
It's going to be Luka and Reeves.
Oh, the cooking.
For a minute.
White boy summer.
And Dalton Connect. Come on, man. That's the Three Musketeers right there.
Oh, that's something right there. Yeah. It is wild. 50,000 points is
crazy. Because Steph Curry just hit 25K the other day.
Yeah, that's wild.
Steph's played in the league for a long time. He's at half the points.
For a long time. Yeah.
It's wild.
Warriors also looking good.
Yeah, they're going to go on a little run here. They're like the 4th favorite now to win it all. They got hot at the right time. I wouldn't want to play them.
LeBron, Steph, and the meeting in the playoffs would be electric content.
The NBA needs it.
They
That's what
want
they
it
want.
really bad. Yeah, they're gonna make it happen. I think whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
It'll be fun though. And that's your NBA talk for the day.
Yeah, bet y'all didn't see that one coming because it wasn't on our list. Just kind of happened.
You said some teams are in a must or a win now situation. Made you think of the Mavericks immediately, and that's
Oh yeah, that's apparently they are, or
they're
they were.
They're gonna win yesterday. Now they're
right.
in. I heard they also increased their ticket prices. So
Yeah,
that's
by like 8%.
Yeah, they're in trouble. Okay, do we want to dig into some news? We got some press releases. We got some food for thought. We got some stuff that's happening right now in the news. Big stuff.
Yeah, do we want to start off with tariff talk from Mason? Mason?
Yeah, Mason with some tariff talk on the day. We're gonna start this segment. Mason is our political analyst, as you all know. He's gonna come in for a few minutes and cook on the political environment and just the entire world view.
Mm-hmm. Mason, how do you think Elon Musk and Doge are doing for the country? Like, how do you think that's going?
Just kidding. Mason is not with us today. If he were here, though, he would have some thoughts. I'm confident.
Oh yeah,
Mason stays locked in with the political
big
climate,
politics guy. He's on top of stuff.
We will not be talking tariffs today because I don't know what I'm talking about, and I don't want to get clipped to. Yeah, I don't want to go viral for something really stupid. So we're talking about what we know. We know food. We know TV shows. We know movies. That's what we're going today.
That's our wheelhouse.
Pretty much. Do you want to start off with some press releases?
Yeah, let's hit it.
Okay. So my first press release today is involving some TV shows. Number one, Daredevil is back on Disney Plus. First 2 episodes are out. They were pretty fun. We're not going to do a full breakdown yet or anything because there's only 2 episodes out, but some people rely on us for the news, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We're the hard-hitting news you can only get here, and so for everyone out there, Daredevil is pretty fun. The boys are back. Some of the boys are back. Spoiler.
Ooh.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that right. It wasn't too bad. But it's a first 2 episodes are out. You get to see Wilson Fisk back already. Kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
There were some Punisher ideas being thrown around. He's not in it yet, but I think he will be. So some fun stuff from Daredevil. We'll give a more full breakdown once that show is kind of coming up into the end episodes of it.
Are they doing 1 episode a week after this?
I think
I
there's
know you sent the schedule. I can't remember it. Okay.
Yeah, 2 drop at the very beginning, and then I think they're dropping 1 per week. I think there's 1 other week where there's 2 drop. I don't remember when though. Yeah, it's only like 9 episodes, so it's not super long.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it started. I know we're gonna talk about. I need to finish Paradise. Been waiting on Morgan to be able to finish that. We're gonna finish that tonight. I'll have have it. Should you watch that in the future?
Okay.
But I've been watching, and I've been. Oh no, this isn't good. But here's the thing, everyone. I've been watching Under the Dome. I'm about to finish it. It's like 3 episodes left. I'm about to finish it. And you might say, Tinsley, why on the planet are you watching this terrible show?
People don't even know what that is. I feel like that was like a blip on the radar.
I don't know. I feel like Under the Dome was hot for a minute. It was like one of those shows.
Like, yeah.
It was supposed to be the next Lost.
Yeah.
And the first season was good-ish.
There's kind of some Paradise comps.
Kinda, sorta. And then it got a little alien-y.
Yeah.
I'm here to say this about that show. About all these terrible shows from the mid-2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Your Terra Nova, your Revolution, your Zoos.
100?
The list the 100. The list goes on and on and on. For all you people that say TV shows nowadays suck, please go turn on Under
Yeah.
the Dome on Paramount Plus
Mm.
and just listen to the dialogue and the writing. There's good actors in this show.
Yeah.
Hank from Breaking Bad,
Yep.
the guy who plays Barbie, he's pretty famous. He's been in a lot of stuff. So yeah, but no, it's bad. It's
Mm.
terrible. It's hilarious how bad it is actually.
Rough.
Um, so should you watch that? Yes, I want everyone to go back and watch Under the Dome or pick one of those shows. Any of them will work. So you will appreciate what we have now.
Yeah.
So when Stranger Things comes out and everybody's dicing it apart and saying how terrible it is, no, you don't know terrible TV until you watch Under the Dome weekly. You get one episode a week. Looking forward to it next Tuesday night because it was the hit show.
Maybe we should that'd be a fun punishment. Is just to pick one so you have to watch every episode.
But you
Give
have
a
to.
report
But
on.
we should do a punishment for that. Let's cook it to where Mason will lose,
Yeah.
and then he has to watch it. But it's only one episode a week, like he's
Yeah.
doing it like back in the day.
And then every episode you have to come back, give like a 4-sentence summary, so we so we know that you actually
Make
watched.
sure you watched it. It could be Under the Dome. Well, actually, Mason would like Under the Dome.
A lot of action,
A lot of, yeah,
not very much
With-
dialogue.
not a lot of important dialogue. The thing about
Okay.
Under the Dome is people are very quick to just forgive people murdering each other.
Yeah.
It's just like one episode, guy murders someone. The next episode, well, we need him. He's Big
Limited
Jim.
resources in the dome.
We
You know,
gotta help each other out.
do they have
Also, like
unlimited oxygen? I forget.
Yeah, because the dome
Filters
you
oxygen
can
out.
filters. Yeah,
That's helpful.
and it has its
Good
own
point.
weather system. They're also only in there for like 3 weeks.
It'd be more interesting if they only had a certain amount of oxygen, so they would want to kill people, so they could preserve it.
They got to that point about
Okay.
food. They were
Okay,
like,
gotcha.
we're gonna have to kill a bunch of people, and they were going to
Spoiler
release
for
a
Under the
swine. Yeah, spoiler. They were going to release a swine flu to take out a bunch of people,
Wow,
but
it feels
but
like a
they
bad
stopped
idea in the
it.
dome.
They stopped it.
Okay,
Thank
wow.
goodness.
Shout out to them. Just kill
What I want
everyone.
to know is, in a town that size, after 3 weeks, you're already out of food. It's a pretty big town.
Somebody's eating a lot. Yeah,
Somebody was munching.
or hoarding. They probably all have food in their basements.
So yeah, Under the Dome.
Okay,
Everyone has to go watch
love
it.
that.
That's homework assignment. Report in the Discord your favorite episode.
Okay. Tense did say he was been watching Paradise, but we'll talk about that. I've been watching it as well, so we will cook on that at some point. Fun show. I think it kind of took everybody by surprise. No one really
Yeah.
knew what it was going to be, and then all of a sudden, I kind of know when a show is hitting it big because I listen to a couple other like prestige TV podcasts, or they're kind of like buttoned up podcasts about TV and stuff. And once it starts hitting those, they do mostly like HBO stuff, and they
Yeah.
do the big like
Big
fancy
budget.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whenever they start covering a show, it's like they did that with The Bear. They
Yeah.
halfway through it, they jumped on the bandwagon. It was like, hey, the show's really good. We're gonna talk about it. And they did that with Paradise, so
That's
so,
good.
you know,
That's exciting.
yeah, fun stuff. Okay, another press release. And speaking of TV shows, Netflix is planning to spend $18 billion on content in 2025. I want to know their business. I still don't understand their business model, to be 100% honest with you. How much their revenue is where they can afford $18 billion on new content.
I mean,
Doesn't
they
that feel
just raised
crazy?
the price. They just raised the price again.
I mean, that's true. Maybe they're just going to keep raising prices. That's a lot of content.
Mhm.
The Netflix model is like, we want to create a show that's going to be number one on Netflix for like 2 weeks. But then it's going to fall off and no one's ever going to watch it again. Until 3 years from now when we do season 2 of the same show.
Yeah.
I just don't
That's
understand.
like
I understand how the week to week model works because you keep people
Hmm.
coming back and they talk about it, it gets more. But when you're just dropping 10 episodes at once, you're like, here you go. Here's your show we spent $100 million on. Hope you like it.
Yeah.
And then after a week, everyone's seen it and it's like, cool, that was a great show.
And then
Thanks,
I'm not,
Netflix.
and then I'm not back on Netflix. I don't, that's the thing. So there's a few shows like on, like, Night Agent, for example. It's a pretty popular show. Me and Morgan liked it. We watched season one, and then I probably couldn't tell you the next time I watched a series on Netflix other than I guess Outer Banks, because that's just because Morgan wanted to watch it. But other than that, I can't, like, I don't often turn on my Netflix app. Like, I don't go out of my way to go to Netflix until a show I want to watch comes out, and then I watch it, I binge
Yeah.
it, and then I'm gone.
My wife likes watching documentaries on there. There's a lot of those.
Yeah, Morgan watches a bunch of those too. So maybe that's where we're
That's
that's
probably
where
the
me
cheap
and
stuff
you.
to create, honestly. That documentary is probably made for 10% of the price of a big budget like action movie.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Did you see the budget for the Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown movie?
No.
It was like half a bill, and it came out to a 10% on Rotten Tomato.
Oh, Chris Pratt was in that? That's
Yeah,
like the
that
Russo
rope.
brothers, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's not good.
it's not good.
Then you start thinking about money, $18 billion. If they spent half a billion on that, that's 3% of their budget for the year.
Yeah,
Content
I think they were really
down the
banking on
drain.
that movie doing well.
Huh. Not
Maybe
ideal.
they are going to start doing more of the documentaries. I think Netflix could do really well. Like, I like a lot of their original TV shows, but the the behind the scenes sports stuff. I think if they were to get even more
Yeah.
plugged into that, like that show Receiver. I know you watched the Formula One show Drive to
The golf
Survive.
one, Full Swing, is pretty big.
Full
They're
Swing.
the
I
new
watch
season of
it.
that out.
It got me into golf. Like, I now keep up with golf because I watched Full Swing.
And they've got a couple other ones. They have
They have a NASCAR one that's pretty popular.
they did one on the Warriors recently, something Court of
Huh.
Gold.
Yeah.
It was about they followed the Warriors team. They did one on the Olympics last year, the basketball. They do a lot of
Yeah. That one
they
was
do a lot of
good
sports
because
documentaries.
I think that would be something for them to, like, really invest in.
All
Like,
right,
that's
Netflix, if
content I
you're
can
listening.
get with
Yeah.
instead of cheesy, dumb movies led by Millie Bobby Brown, who's not a good
Tens
actress.
Tens wants more sports content on Netflix.
Yeah.
You'd be shocked to hear. Did you know Bobby is not Millie Bobby Brown's real middle name?
No, yeah, she changed it. I saw that
She
interview.
changed it to Bobby.
Yeah.
What a
It's
weird.
a Isn't it like Bunny or something? It's
Yeah, it was
something like that.
something. Yeah, Bobby feels like a weird one to switch it to.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of fans people do that just so they have like a cool name. They feel like,
I guess. Yeah.
Bobby was a weird one though. Cool. Shout out to Netflix.
Shout out.
In other news, and this is my last big one, I think, and it's a big one. Tens.
Oh boy.
The most expensive chip ever sold at auction. A Charizard shaped Cheeto sold at auction for $87,000. Shout out to my guy Charizard. I bet he saw none of that money.
Boo. I got to take. I'm not a Charizard guy when it comes to Pokemon. I know Charizard is
Wow.
one of the most popular, and
Yeah.
all the Charizard cards are like the most expensive.
Yep.
I'm not a Charizard guy. I'm more of a Blastoise guy. He's the water type that you can start with instead of Charizard.
Mhm.
I always pick Squirtle
Squirtle. Yeah,
instead of Charmander.
I agree.
I
It's
think he's
because I
cooler.
feel like the fire guy is usually the bad guy.
Yeah. And why would I not want a giant turtle with cannons on his
It's pretty
shell?
sick.
That's way cooler than just like a lizard with big wings, if you think
Agree.
about it.
That's hard to agree.
I mean, Blastoise has his own armor. You can't even, like, you want to attack him, he goes in a shell. Sorry, can't get me.
Is that your number one Pokemon of all time?
Blastoise, yeah, he's my number one.
Yeah.
Big water
He's
type guy. I like a
the
lot.
water guy.
Mostly, I like the water Pokemon.
Hmm. I like that.
I
I
know
like
you're a big. I know you're a big Pokemon guy. You grew up lots of Pokemon.
huge Pokemon fan here. Yeah, I wish I could contribute more to this conversation. I'm not a huge Pokemon person, but
Hey,
I
but you
know I
knew
know
who
a little bit.
Squirtle was. You pulled that out. I didn't. I didn't think you had that.
You didn't think I had that? No, I played Pokemon
No,
Go. You know, I was
that's
locked in.
true. The
I
whole
know.
world was locked in on Pokemon
I'm
Go.
honestly I'm pretty familiar with like most of the main like Pokédex because of Pokemon Go. So like I recognize a lot of them. But
What a
past
time the world was. The Pokemon Go.
that, oh yeah,
I remember that me and Morgan had been maybe married for like a year when that kind of
yeah,
all popped off. And I remember like we had just got Zeke, our dog,
2017, something like that.
and we we used to go to the like Dogwood Park in Cookville at 10 o'clock at night, and it would be like to be like 100 something people there walking around playing Pokemon Go.
During COVID, we played a good bit. Me and my wife both, and then whenever she was pregnant, we were trying to like walk more. We downloaded it
Mm-hmm.
again just so we could like be incentivized to go out and go on walks because she was
Yeah.
trying to have a baby quickly.
I put it back on my phone when I was driving for UPS because of all the steps I'd get. I'd hatch eggs. I'd hatch like 3 eggs a day.
You're driving slow enough to where you could it would count. Awesome.
Yeah, when you're driving through like a subdivision, you got nonstop stops. Yeah, they all count.
Okay. That was my press releases. Tim, did you have anything else there? I got some
No,
food
not.
for thoughts as
I
well.
Yeah, no, just had that
Oh, I have
little
one.
tidbit about the Chris Pratt movie.
Okay. Last one. Thunderbolts trailer came out.
Oh yeah.
I made the statement a couple weeks ago that this movie is either going to be like really good, like Guardians of the Galaxy type, or it's just going to be horrible. Um, the trailer came out, and it's pretty clear they're going a little bit of a different direction, at least in the trailer. Um, Sometimes these actors come out of these movies being like very lukewarm about it. Some of the actors from the movie have come out and said it was very fun to film it. They said they think it's actually really really good. People are gonna like it. Florence Pugh was really high on it, which I mean, again, that's their job, so they kind of have to say that. But the trailer came out, and a lot of people were pretty hype about it. Um, Produced by like some big people from A24, which is like an independent film company. So they're going a much different direction than some of the Marvel stuff has in the past. It seems like, especially in terms of the tone. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, it
Yeah.
definitely feels Suicide Squaddy, which is kind of the vibe that group is. I think in general, this could be it. I mean, what if Thunderbolts revives the MCU? What if Fantastic Four sucks and Thunderbolts is the one?
Is the one that actually saves it.
Huh? That would be something, certainly.
That
But
would not be
it's
on my
a
bingo card.
pretty interesting trailer, though. You should watch it if you haven't, because it's
Yeah, I need
unique.
to
It's much different.
I
It's
need
not
to
your
watch it.
typical like movie or superhero trailer you think of.
Yeah. There's not, oh, bad guy. Oh, this is the good
Yeah,
guys that
versus
are gonna
like
beat him.
big like music hits and stuff is much different than that. So pretty interesting. Okay, got some food for thoughts.
Yeah,
Oh, we
there's all
got it.
kinds of foods to be thinking about.
I'm thinking about a lot of foods right now.
I'm gonna throw this one out there real quick,
Okay, okay.
just because I had it for dinner last night. KFC. Shout out KFC. You don't get a lot of love. You have an exclusive Mountain Dew. They even have an exclusive Mountain Dew, just like Taco Bell does with the Baja Blast.
Do they really?
Yeah, Sweet Lightning, which is peach. If you're a big peach ring fan, this is the Mountain Dew for you. And I don't know. I get KFC like once a year. Morgan hates it. Like she went out to dinner last night and she's like, "Hey, what do you want me to bring home for you?" I said, "You know what? KFC." She said, "Ew, why?" I said, "Why do you care? You're not eating it. It's just for me." Now, did I order enough food for two people? Yeah, sure. But that's not here nor there.
Who's to say?
Who's to say how many pieces of fried chicken I ate while I watched Duke cover -10 for me?
Shout
Shout
out.
out Duke. Um, So yeah, KFC, shout out. When you hear this, just know that I ride for you. Extra crispy KFC chicken, you slap. Some hot sauce and honey on it. Come on.
Have we done an
Come on.
official fast food of the pod before? Like an official
I don't
fast
know
food
because
chain
I
of the
don't
pod?
think we've done one yet.
I
We've
think
done
we did some.
cereal,
No, we did ice cream.
ice cream, cereal, and chip.
Did we do Pop Tart as well?
We might have done Pop
I
Tart.
felt like we did. I think we should
I
do
know.
fast food chain. I
I
think
think
that'd be
so
fun.
too. I think we've done two of the things that we've done. Mason can't eat
That's true. Not very inclusive of us.
because we ate fruity pebble. We did
Uh,
fruity pebbles and
oh
and
yeah.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
um, what a shame. Yeah, I think we need to do that. Let's put that on the
That would be
agenda.
good.
I think we could cook it up.
That one would
Be
be
contentious. Yeah,
contentious because
we
there's
could
so
vote
many
differently.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's so many different things. Just so much variety.
so much to consider.
Man, I love fast food. I don't. This is talking about other people's content, but the Barstool After Dark did the Doug Doug challenge
Mm-hmm.
recently. I text the boys. I feel like we should do this. There's like it's like a like there's a website for it. You can like post your video and they
Awesome.
like rank where you finished as far as calories go, and it could be electric.
I think the only downside is there potentially you spend like $500 in fast food in one
Oh yeah, for sure.
night.
Yeah, you get behind the wrong car one time and you're having a bad night.
You're cooked. Yeah, it will be fun though.
That would be fun. Something to think about. Once we get a presenting sponsor.
Yeah, they can if they sponsor it, I'll do it for sure.
Shout out KFC. You need to sponsor
We
a
go to KFC
podcast.
first for sure.
Official podcast of KFC chicken.
That'd be awesome. We do have some more Taco Bell news. Speaking
Yeah.
of Taco Bell and their Mountain Dew, they have a new Baja Midnight flavor releasing this summer in every restaurant. Since as
Yeah,
the Mountain
this
Dew flavor guy of the pod,
yeah. This I'm pretty excited about this. This is a passion fruit Mountain Dew. This is apparently they were going to release this the year that COVID happened. So then they were like, all right, well, we're not gonna, everyone kind of just was like, well, no new items, stick what we know, get through this. And so now they're gonna be releasing it this summer. I like passion fruit. I think they're gonna do a good job with this. But man, Taco Bell has so many new things. What other fast food restaurant has a TED Talk style meeting? It feels like every 3 months talking about all the new items they're going to release,
they're
and
cooking over
people
there.
like hang on to the every word that's going on in this presentation.
Yeah, not McDonald's. I'm gonna tell you that.
No, McDonald's just keeps rolling out the same dumb crap. And if I have to hear that Angel Reese commercial one more time while I'm on YouTube, hey guys, Angel Reese here, and try my new Angel Reese special. It's just a quarter pounder with barbecue sauce on it. It's not new. It's not special.
Yeah, I feel like McDonald's really leaned into the like celebrity endorsements versus actually like doing new food items.
Like creating new food.
Yeah.
It's just a celebrity endorsement of things we already have, but just combining them in a different try the Angel Reese special. It's just a quarter pounder with barbecue sauce with French fries and a high C orange drink. And then they did the who was it over the summer? I can't remember, but it was just like it was the spicy McChicken sandwich and a McDouble, fries and a drink. Like it's just
was it like a rapper? I feel like it was.
Yeah, it was a rapper. I can't remember if it was Lamar. It wasn't Lamar. Kendrick. No,
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't
don't
Kendrick
remember
because
who it was.
Kendrick Lamar are the same person. J. Cole. I think it was maybe J. Cole. That sounds right.
Sounds right.
I know Post Malone did one because it had the tropical Sprite. Now that was actually good. That's because Post Malone was attached to it.
Shout out. Good food taste.
Oh, his Oreos are so good.
Taco Bell also revealing a new taco where the shell is made out of cheese. Yep. It looks like toasted cheese, probably. It's a lot of cheese. Well,
Uh,
that actually is it going to hold together? It's just going to be like soggy disaster.
it'll be a soggy disaster.
Good chance. It's a good idea to talk about. I don't know what the
As
execution's
much
going to look
like
like.
I love Taco Bell, I will fight for Taco Bell. My one thing is it doesn't travel at all.
Mm, got to eat it
Maybe
right
it's because
away.
I live like 15 minutes away from a Taco Bell,
Yeah,
so by the time I get home,
it's not
everything's
good.
just a little yeah. But like if you're eating Taco Bell, like you're gonna sit in the lobby and eat it, it slaps every time.
Hmm. You actually going to Taco Bell sitting there?
Yeah, sometimes I do, just because I just want it to just
You see some
hit
interesting
better.
people doing that. It's good people watching.
Oh yeah, me and Mason did it one time in Albany, Kentucky. Boy, was that the hot
Something.
spot of that town. Saw some big characters.
Yeah, that's where all the important meetings happen.
Yeah, at the Taco Bell. Go to our local Mexican restaurant, Taco Bell. That town is so old and with nothing there that they still have a buffet KFC,
Oh,
which you never. Which this
those
was I
are.
guess this was when we went to the Steelers game. So this
Mm,
is 2 years ago now.
that's I know the Pizza Hut buffet also used to be a thing.
I
What we
wish
used
they
to
don't
have,
come back. Those were so good.
man, what an embarrassment of riches we used to have.
We used to have 24-hour Walmarts, a true dollar menu at every fast food
Mm,
place, Pizza Hut and KFC buffets,
3 for $10 at Chili's.
3 for $10 at Chili's,
Till inflation got them. Thank
McPick
God.
twos.
PTs.
We had it all, man. Cookout trays were $5.
Wow, that's crazy. They're like
Remember those
7
days?
now.
$4.99 for a cookout tray.
That was a deal. They were losing money on that.
They were. That was as a former GM. They used to tell us like you have to sell a bunch of these to make it worth it. They prefer it for when it's late at night and the drunk people show up and they just start ordering menu items
Yep.
single items, not putting them in a
Like
tray.
milkshakes and stuff.
Let me get 2 double burgers and a order of cheese bites. Well, that'll be
Yes, sir.
$15. But I
That's
could get a
funny.
tray for 5. Don't worry about the tray. It's too late for the
Add it
tray.
on. Another one. Okay. Tim, did you have anything else I know you get some Taco Bell news, right?
um
A recent visit, or you tried out one of their new menu items?
oh yeah. So they've got the new Caliente cantina menu
Mhm.
items right now. So the cantina chicken items are very good. I like the new cantina chicken. It's been out for about 9 months now. So now they're expanding it. They've added new caliente sauce to the
Mm,
menu. It's not
mhm.
very good.
Not
I'll
good.
just be honest. It's not good. It's not hot at all. It's very sweet.
Mm,
They've messed. Maybe it's just this Taco Bell had a bad like time making it this once. I'll definitely try it again. Um, but yeah, no, was a little bit let down.
man, what a bummer.
Mid as could be. You're gonna label something as caliente. It cannot be sweet at all. I don't want to taste any sugar.
Yeah, if Caliente is hot for me, that's like hot, hot.
Yeah, like I only got it on one item because I was like, well, it might be really hot, and I don't want to like not be able to eat any of my other food.
Psych.
And then I ate it, and I was like, when was this supposed to be spicy?
Man, what a letdown. Okay. Do you got anything else? You
No,
good?
not for any food. Oh, I do actually. Domino's is doing their very first stuffed crust pizza.
All
They have
right.
entered the stuffed crust game, and for me, this is huge because Domino's is my favorite chain restaurant pizza place.
Hmm.
And since I live in a town that has no good pizza, I have to eat the chain food pizzas. This is big. This is big time.
Huge.
I don't have a Blaze. I don't have a good mom and pop pizza place. Sorry, all you Cookville people. I think Tony's pizza sucks. Um,
Dang.
yeah, sorry, I do.
It's tough.
Pizza machine, nope. There's just no good pizza in Cookeville. So I got to go to Domino's. And they've got a new stuffed crust pizza. I'm a big fan of stuffed crust pizzas. What an idea. Take the most mediocre part of a pizza and shove cheese in it, making it excellent. Come on.
Great. Yeah, I saw a video when they were making that, and when I found out they essentially just put like cheese sticks in the crust,
Yeah.
I was like, it's not a terrible idea. It feels
Yep.
like a lot of cheese, though. It is a lot of cheese.
Here's the thing about a guy like me is I'm not afraid of cheese and I'm not afraid of calories.
It's perfect.
But yeah, I saw a video of someone trying one yesterday and I was like, I need that. I need that now.
Sounds great.
But I got KFC for dinner instead.
So are you gonna try the double down?
The
Isn't
double
that what it's
down.
called? No, what's the KFC double?
Oh, the double. I think it is the double down.
Sounds right.
Yeah, the 2 chicken breasts as
Yeah.
the buns. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna try that with cheese and bacon and another piece of chicken. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna eat that.
Okay.
I was
It's only
excited
once
about
a
it.
year, so I didn't know if that was your one time and then you're
We might make it more than once. I think KFC is going to get in the rotation. I'm trying to mix up the rotation this year. Things I'm trying to do less of this year: Chick-fil-A,
Okay.
Zaxby's. They've fallen off.
Okay.
Cane's. I don't want to see Cane's again ever.
Yeah.
Done with Cane's. And then things I'm trying to add. I'm trying to do a little bit more Panda Express.
I like Panda Express. Yeah, we do
Panda.
that.
Panda's good. The spicy Thai chili sauce on some orange chicken that slaps. Trying to do a little bit more KFC, more Hardee's. Been doing a lot of Hardee's breakfast. And I'll tell you, I'm not disappointed about it. Bojangles. I had an item for Bojangles the other day, boys and girls. It was a Bowberry waffle chicken sandwich. Blueberry waffles is the bun with their own honey with a piece of chicken and waffles on the go.
Pretty good.
And I tell you, I could have eaten about 4 of them suckers. I'm a walking billboard for diabetes.
Listen to the ads this guy's putting out. Everybody out there.
I mean, someone's we got a AI bot.
We could give you.
Yeah, come on, AI bot. You need to clip these for me, and somebody's gonna pick us up.
Okay.
Maybe not Cane's or Zaxby's or Chick-fil-A because I just toasted
trash
them. But the sacrifices had to be made.
You got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you have to really push down some others to let others rise to the top.
Exactly. I can't get to the top unless I'm jumping off of somebody's shoulders and pushing them down.
Okay. Do you want to do just a little bit of maybe a little bit of a preview on some college stuff, some NFL stuff?
Yeah. I'm down.
So college is coming up into conference championship week. A big week for a lot of teams. I don't know how much it's going to affect. It's always a question mark of whether the committee takes into consideration anything that happens this week or if their decisions are pretty much made up already about tournament slots. That is a big question mark in my mind.
Yeah. It's really like bubble teams. Like, in my opinion, like a team like North Carolina probably needs to do well in the ACC tournament because they're on the bubble and especially getting absolutely demolished last night at home on senior night.
Not good.
That was not good. A team like Texas and Oklahoma probably need to have a pretty good showing. SEC tournament. Vandy as well. They're kind of right there.
Really?
Yeah. All 3 of them I've seen them all in the first 4 in and first 4 out kind of range. Big Ten, I don't know. They're all pretty set. Like, I don't think anyone's sneaking in that doesn't deserve it. Nebraska was a team that people thought would, and then they,
Ohio State?
yeah, I guess you. Yeah,
unless they win it.
they're. I think so. Because there's another bubble team, and then that they're not even going to make it to the Big Ten tournament because they got eliminated today, or not
Ooh,
today. Maybe it was yesterday. It was
yeah.
Nebraska, or I don't remember. Dadgummit, I should remember these things. That's going to annoy me. Um, and then like a team like Drake. Drake won their conference tournament today, punched their ticket. They were a team that was like deserving to get in, but had they not won their conference tournament, I don't know if they would have.
Mm,
So that's good. I'm glad that because they're a good team. They're fun to watch. The ACC,
garbage.
like let in Clemson, Duke, and Louisville. That's it. No one else should even be considered to get in.
Wow.
Like I don't think North Carolina should get in. They've been bad all year. They've had a good stretch like the last 2 weeks, but that's a little too late. But they'll get in because of the name. They're North Carolina.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think they're good. They're good for the tournament if they're in.
Yeah, big
Um,
program.
even if they probably don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Though,
But as far as for like high seedings, I don't think there's too much to be gained right here. Like I think Duke's your number one line.
I think
I think
so.
they pretty much locked that up, especially with Auburn losing. Um, I think Auburn's your two, even if they don't the SEC's tournament to me really. And I've been saying it for a while, and a lot of these guys are veteran coaches where they know how hard it is to play hard and win your conference tournament and
Yeah.
then go right into March Madness. For a lot of them, they're okay with not even winning or even competing. It seems like Auburn,
Yeah.
like Auburn, the last 2 years, they've not even tried in their SEC tournament because Pearl wants to get that rest, especially
Yeah.
for a team like that. They're a little bit
Uh,
banged up.
Auburn, Alabama, Tennessee, Florida all have 2 buys, so
Mm-hmm.
they won't play till Friday.
Right.
So then you got to win 3 games still to win the SEC champion or SEC tournament. And like you said,
And then
you're playing potentially 2 to 3 1 seeds to get there.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
especially out
at
of the
least two.
SEC. And then go play again 4 days later, which I know it's against lower competition, but you don't want to be Purdue. You don't want to be that team that.
It's going to be physical. SEC.
Yep.
I mean, you play those teams. It's going to be a battle.
Yep.
Um, Yep. I don't know. It's tricky. I don't know
Yeah.
how
Like how
often
much?
the tournament winner actually comes out of it and is like successful. I feel like
It's
more
not
often you
often.
see that whoever wins that SEC tournament struggles and gets bounced early because they've played extra games. And
Mm-hmm. Physical games. Like,
yep,
do you really want to get in a track meet with Alabama and then go play another 2 games in 4 days on a Thursday and then on a Saturday? Like, it's not worth it.
well, so I guess the one spot that is a little bit in the air, which I want to get your take on this. The fourth 1 seed.
Yeah.
I guess the first question is: do you think it's still up for grabs in the SEC tournament, or I've heard, really, there's 4 teams maybe that could be in the running for it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 3 SEC teams. You've got Florida, Alabama, Tennessee's probably on the very much outside looking in, but they're at least on
Yeah.
the line. And then you have St. John's, who
Yeah.
have been on a heater and have looked very good. How do you feel about that fourth 1 seed?
Yeah. I think it's going to come down to what St. John's does in their tournament. If I think if the Johnnies go and play well and they don't even have to win it, I don't think. I honestly think they're going to get that fourth 1 seed. I don't think the committee wants to give it to a second SEC team just to for storylines purposes.
There's be
Um,
3 2 seeds. My goodness.
yeah,
And they're two
but
seeds
I
no one
think
wants to see in their division.
see even then, yeah, I guess all three of them would get it, and then Texas Tech probably getting your fourth 2 seed. That feels right.
Wisconsin
I do.
getting a 3 seed.
Yeah,
There's been a
Wisconsin's
couple
probably
teams
your
with
top
that
three
1, 2,
seed.
3. Yeah.
That, in my opinion, Wisconsin will be the top 3 seed. But yeah, I think it's St. John's. Honestly, I think the committee's going to do that. Just the way they've been playing, the storyline with Patino. Um, that feels like what the committee is going to do, give them that 4th seed, but then they'll get the best 2 seeds, so they'll get Florida or Alabama.
I know. No one wants to. No one wants those
You don't
games.
want either one of them. You don't want either one of them.
It's
Honestly, I'm kind of selling some stock on Auburn right now. Just they're a little bit
yeah,
banged up, and they've lost 2 in a row. I think they've kind of, I don't know, they've played out of rhythm the last couple weeks and been playing with fire. Obviously, they've lost 2 games for the first time in a row all year, but this is not the time of year you kind of want to be backsliding.
yeah. It's a question whether they just took their foot off the gas at the end of the year, just kind of coasting in, knowing they pretty much had locked up a 1 seed, or
Right.
I don't know. It is an interesting question to see what they'll do in the SEC tournament. If it's like if they need a couple get right games or not, or if they'd prefer to get some rest and get healthy again.
So I like a team that's playing well at the end of the year, and then I don't put a lot of stock into the conference tournaments,
Mm-hmm.
but I like a team that's like a team like Florida and Alabama both playing well at the end of the year. Um, in a good rhythm going into the tournament is more important to me than a team that kind of coasted the last 2 weeks and kind of just got there like an Auburn, because there's no guarantee you're going to be able to just flip that switch and get right back to where you were a month
Yeah,
ago.
really, all 4 of the top SEC teams took a not great loss in the last
Recently.
couple of
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
Florida fell to Georgia a couple weeks ago and was a pretty bad loss.
Yeah.
Bama, I mean they've had the toughest schedule I've ever seen in the last
I
couple of
know.
weeks.
It's gauntlet.
But they lost. They won more than they lost, but they've had a very tough schedule. And then Tennessee took a bad loss to Ole Miss, and then Auburn, like you said, is taking 2 losses in a row. It's an interesting situation right now because these SEC teams are beating up on each other a little bit. But around the country, you got some other teams like Duke, who feels like has a little more. They've had an easier conference play, without a doubt. And to
Yeah.
see what that's going to look like once it comes into tournament time, it's always an interesting conversation. Some people will always say you want to see your best competition because it makes you better as a team if you're playing in hard fought games.
It's the
But then the other,
Gonzaga argument. Like
it is,
Gonzaga beats everyone in their conference so bad all year, and then they get to the tournament and sometimes going wrong, sometimes don't. But you never know how to like feel about them because they are so much better than everyone in their conference that it's hard to judge how they really are. I mean, the ACC. I feel like we've had this talk before where in years past where it's like, oh, the ACC was down this year, everyone was kind of bad, and then you look up and it was like Duke and North Carolina and Miami were in the Final Four. I
yeah.
don't see that happening this year where we get multiple runs out of the ACC, but I feel like maybe they're a little bit better than they're given credit for. Like Louisville's pretty good, a
Mm-hmm.
lot better than I thought they were going to be this year. Clemson, as far as if you go to like the Kim Palm rankings and all the trends for
Yeah,
March Madness runs, like Clemson is one of the 7 teams that could technically, like, they fall under the 25-25 rule
they're no joke.
where, so, and I couldn't tell you, I've not watched very much Clemson this year. I don't even think I've even bet on them, but they're one of those teams that have the top 25 in offense and defense. So that puts them in that historical category of they can win the whole thing.
Yep. You got some teams like Kentucky as well who've been super up and down throughout the year, which is
Yeah.
pretty standard for Kentucky, but it does feel like some games, if they're hot, they're just hard to beat. I mean, they beat Tennessee twice,
Yeah.
but then they can also put up a dud and play really bad.
And the difference for them, because they've always had the players, but you always knew they would get out coached because Calipari is not a coach. Mark Pope's different. Like he'll draw something up and be competitive at end of games.
Mm,
So Kentucky is they're a wild card team to me.
yep.
I'll have all my conference tournament picks in the Discord tomorrow
Mm.
morning, but I am going to go with Kentucky out of the SEC.
I think they're one
I
that
feel like
could benefit from winning it. If
yeah,
they could really jump up a couple spots if they win the tournament.
yeah, I feel like they're probably like a 6 or a 7 right now.
That's how I feel as well. Yeah,
They could jump up to that 5, which you don't want to
which
be
is
a
a pretty
5
big jump.
anyway. But
And you don't want to be 5, but that is true.
historically, you don't want to be a 5.
You're not wrong about that. But you
5-12
don't. I don't know that
upset.
you want to be a 7 seed in this tournament either. Like we said, if you win your first round, you're playing a 2 seed probably. That's. And
There's
I
not
feel
a
like
2 seed in this tournament you want to play.
I know.
There's just not.
I feel like it's pretty top heavy this year. I just feel like the top 2 seeds, like the 1 and 2 seeds, are very good. I mean, I know that's
Yeah.
always the case, but it just feels like those teams are a little bit ahead of everyone else. So
There is a big jump. Like the top 10 teams this year really are like the
yeah,
I don't see a Cinderella run. Like I don't see an 8 seed getting to the Final Four this year like we've had years past.
at least
FAU, San Diego State, like a team like that's not going to do it.
NC State,
Yeah, no
DJ
DJ
Burns.
Burns miracle runs this year.
Did you hear their coach is getting fired?
So
NC
he was
State
going to get
coach.
he was going to get fired last
Oh,
year
I
and
remember
then
this. Okay, yeah, yeah.
cuz it was a contract like automatic like in his contract that he got another year for winning the ACC tournament.
Went to
So
the
he just
Final
did
Four,
and then he went to the Final
and
Four,
then he
delayed the
the
inevitable.
next year. What a tough break for that guy. Got a free
uh,
season then. Shout out to DJ Burns for getting that guy an extra
got him
year.
one more year of salary from the
All
good
right, so
old
next
NC
week
State.
we have some plans for Selection Sunday and for the start to March Madness. We're going to do a little bit of draft. We're going to draft some teams. We're going to keep track of how they do throughout March Madness. I think it's going to be a fun little draft we're going to do. So make sure you tune in then. Once we know the field, once it's set, we
Mm-hmm.
will be there with that information for you. And we will draft some teams and keep track of it. Maybe a punishment, maybe a bad TV show punishment on the line.
Maybe. And if you are not in the Discord yet, get in it
Uh-huh.
for picks. But also, if you want to join our March Madness bracket, Mason makes a
Yeah.
group for us. Feel free to hit us up. You can join that. It's all the guys we play fantasy football with, and our wives all join. So it'll be just a free entry, fun bracket contest for all the listeners as well. You guys are
Yeah. We'll
free
shout
to
you out on the
hop
show.
in there. Yeah. Unless you're bad, then we're gonna make fun of you relentlessly.
We could as well. Yeah.
How can you be bad at making a bracket? We're giving you all the info you need.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to do any free agency stuff? Do we want to push that to next week? What do you think, Tans?
Yeah, we could push it. I mean, you've seen it all. It's all kind of just popping off right now. There's some trades.
It's happening
Everything will be
live.
official on Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, you got Devontae Adams to the Rams. That's a little bit out of left field. Aaron Rodgers is a hot commodity for some reason. To the Seahawks or
Not my team.
Steelers. Yeah, not the
Couldn't
Titans.
be
It's not.
us.
Doesn't seem like he's on this list. Everything I'm seeing is Titans are going to go Cam Ward. It is the growing speculation that
Double think it's
they're
dead.
ready to do it. Quarterback time.
I'm ready. I'm in.
So yeah, I don't know. It'll be fun. We'll have. Yeah, I think once Mason's back on and we have some signings on Wednesday, like official, we can talk about where some guys landed and
I like
all
that.
that. Because right now it's just a lot of speculation. Other than I will say this: DK Metcalf getting traded to the Steelers. Everyone just keep Mike Tomlin in your thoughts and prayers because he now has to manage George Pickens and DK Metcalf, who are both psychopaths. Their favorite activity on the football field is not catching footballs; it's fighting with cornerbacks. And so now he's got two of them that are going to legitimately just trying to be in fistfights. Like DK Metcalf has been ejected from more games than I can think of
All
any
right.
other player in the NFL.
You got to bully some cornerbacks. No one wants to play you.
You got 2 6'4" psychopath wide receivers that are looking to just fight. So the Steelers games are going to be must watch next year.
Awesome. Got some bullies.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Okay. Well, sounds like that's a pod then. We will be back next week. We got a big episode then coming up next week.
Oh, yeah.
March Madness is upon us, everyone. Make sure you're with us in the Discord. I know Tens just shouted it out, but be there. If you want to join and you're not sure how to, let one of us know, and we will get you hooked up onto that.
Yeah, DMs are open on Instagram and on at least my Twitter and the podcast Twitter as well. So if you can't figure out how to get there, just DM us and we'll hook you up with a link.
Tim's been hot on the betting. He's been hot lately.
Had a 3-0 night the other night.
Yeah.
Went 500 yesterday. We would have went 5-2 if I would have just not added any night picks, but got a little greedy. But 500 is still winning.
It's true.
Last time I checked.
Okay. Well, that's a pod today, guys. We hope you all have a great conference championship week. We will see you right back here next week. See ya.